Salutations and good morrow, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X, where today we are hopping right back in, and we are going to be taking on even more awesomeness within this game. We just talked to Owaka the Who not a moment ago, and he's going to talk about wanting us to send him some gil, so I'm just going to go ahead and, whoop, I can't get, oh my lord, I'm giving him a lot of money. I can't give him that much money, but I am going to give him 1,000. I'm actually going to give him 1,001 gil, because later on in the game it will make it so you can get a little bit more of a discount. But that's what we're going to be doing right here. So cool. All right, so there's some other things that we're going to be doing, but we're going to get into that in just a moment. Just as a friendly reminder to you guys that this is a playthrough of the story that I'm going to be doing. Each of the episodes is about an hour long, and they do not include my face cam, just so you guys can enjoy the game. So without further ado, let's hop right back into Final Fantasy X, and thank you guys all so much. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to talk to Luza and Gata over here. They don't want to talk to you. They both say the exact same. Well, they both talk about the exact same thing, that they can't talk about their plan at all. What is their plan? Well, you'll have to just wait and see, because they literally talk about it in a little bit. So there, you can grab some remedy. Here, this guy's throwing up. Down there, you can get some people that are hiding from somebody throwing up. And then this, you can actually kick this box. I think it's 15 or 20 times you can kick this thing and get potions. Maybe it's only 10. I don't remember. But you kick this and you get potions. So I don't need the potions right now. They're free potions, but I don't really need them. So I'm going to go over here, and I am going to go on out here, because there's some other things that need to happen. But first, we need to go talk about the power room. In the power room is where you find some giant birds.
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door.
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
So funny thing about that is that technically Titus is from an area where machines or machina are running around, so this is completely different to him. Seeing giant birds on hamster wheels running in order to power things is so completely out of the norm for him, because normally they would just turn on a generator, or they'd flip a light switch and the lights would come on. So this is just completely different for him. All right, let's go upstairs and let's get it on. So first things first, you gotta come up here and you talk to Waka.
Come to think of it, I haven't told you where we're going. First to Kilika Island. Then we change boats and head for Luca. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple. I'll be guarding. We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
Well, I think it's a great plan, Waka.
Word is, that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
All right, so for those of you who remember from the last episode when we were inside of the temple, Lord Braska is a high summoner, which means that Yuna is a high summoner's daughter who has also become a summoner. So that makes her kind of a celebrity. What's up, Kamar? You got anything to say? Nope, you're just going to shake your head no. I think you talked to Waka again. Is that what it is? Yep.
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, so as Waka just said, Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago, and that's why he became a high summoner. So I think I said it in the last one, but yeah, that's what a high summoner is. Okay, let's go over and let's talk to Yuna now.
The wind. It's nice. You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Checked. My father. His name is Jecht.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
Well, all S just broke loose, more or less. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second. Just enjoy the little video here.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Zin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
Okie dokie, here we go. Alright, so a couple things just happened there. While this is going through, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of talking while I'm setting some things up. So a couple things just happened. First of all, the giant thing named Sin decided that it was going to be a great idea to come over and attack the boat, is what it's doing. It's not really attacking a boat, it just happened to be swimming up near the boat. And to try to get them from going to a place called Kilika, they are trying to distract it by having it come over and, well, more or less shoot it with harpoons. That's what they're trying to do, to keep it from going to their house. Well, let me tell you, it's not going to work. And Sin doesn't really care. You can't do enough damage to the outside of this thing to actually harm it. So, in other words, they're doing nothing but pissing it off. So, let's talk about a couple other things as well while I just kind of grind out a little bit here, because this is a great spot to grind.
How many of these things are there?
Titus, there's unlimited of them. That's why it's the best. Because there is unlimited of them. They don't give a lot of experience, but for this point in the game, I think they give 5 experience per one that you kill, or 2 experience per one that you kill. So no matter what, it's really worth you doing it. And if you go ahead and cast Cheer 5 times on everybody, you'll be able to one-shot these things with all 3 of these characters repeatedly, which is really where you want to be. And even at some point, you'll actually be criticaling them every single. You'll overkill each of them, which means you get even more experience. So all the better. But let's talk about some other things, like the fact that Jecht came from Xanarkand and became Yuna's father's guardian. How crazy is that? So if you think about it, just the same as Titus, Jecht ended up in Spira, which is the name of the place where you are right now, and he fought along with Lord Braska, Yuna's father, defeating Sin before. So why did he never come home is the question right now. What happened? Why did Jecht never come home? So that's what we're going to be trying to figure out as a side story with Titus. Okay, so other things about this. So like I said, first of all, going through and doing this, you can do this for as much time as you want to. And as long as you cast Cheer 5 times, these guys will be able to get enough strength, even without any sort of leveling or grinding at all. They'll be able to get enough strength to wipe these guys out every single time. That wasn't even a critical that time, that was just a standard attack. Alright, I want to talk about a couple other things as well before we go any further, because as you heard, they said the fin, attack the fin. That's talking Sin's fin on his back. That right there, that giant thing that's going around, that's one of the fins on Sin's back. Now, so far, we've only ever seen Sin as a giant floating bubble, so this is a little new for us to be able to see actual part of Sin. You even got to see a little bit more of it swimming underwater as well, so it looks pretty cool. It's big boss. It is the final boss in the game as well. That's not really a spoiler. I mean, you know, it's the whole point of the game is to go and now fight this thing named Sin. So that's one thing that you do throughout the game. Because obviously, Yuna's traveling with you. She's part of your party. It only makes sense a summoner has to hunt. Okay, so I am going to do this. I'm going to kill probably 2 more rounds of these things. So just to show you guys that once you cast Cheer, I mean, it's game over. It does not matter. All 3 of them won't ever be able to attack you anymore unless you happen to get unlucky. But you should be able to use these 3 characters now, be able to go through and wipe out all of them. Ooh, yeah, you see, you got unlucky. They landed and were able to hit you, so that sucks. So yeah, there was an overkill right there. That was a critical for almost 700 damage. At this point in the game, that is a crazy amount of damage for a critical. So really, really good. But now we are going to start attacking the fin because there's no really need for me to grind out that much. Yes, grinding is very helpful at this point in the game, and it would make it so the rest of the next probably 2 levels would become a cakewalk for me, but it's not really needed. Yeah, look at that. Wow, criticals out the butt today. Wow, I really like that. All right, so let's start doing some damage on this fin here. So the fin has, if I can select it, has 2,000 health. So, and we're going to attack it with Waka, and you'll see that it only does 245 damage. Not that much. So we have to burn down 2,000 points of damage. So one way you can do this, obviously, is through Waka and Lulu, who are your ranged folks who are going to sit here and do spells, and throwing his ball is what Waka's going to do at the giant fin to do 2,000 damage. This by no means is going to kill the fin at all. Here we go. We'll attack the boss again. There we go. But yeah, Waka's not going to be able to take out an entire fin on his own. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to attack one more time. I'm going to call Lulu out here. She's going to cast a spell on it. And then what you do after that is you actually leave one of these little guys on the field, because as long as one's out here, they won't attack anymore. So go ahead and get that guy taken care of. Now we're going to go ahead and get Yuna out here after we attack with Waka one more time. There we go. Flap. Alright, let's swap this person out for Lulu. Goodbye, Kamari. And then we're just going to cast some fire, because it doesn't matter. Sin doesn't have a weakness at this point, so you just go ahead and cast whatever you can on it. The most important thing was just making sure that all of your players got an attack in right now. Now, normally, if this was my normal playthrough, I'll be completely honest with you guys, I would sit here for a half an hour and grind out attacks with these guys, is what I would do. But that's not really needed right now for this playthrough. So we're just going to attack a couple more times. There we go. Get one attack off with Waka. We're going to get one more attack off with Lulu. And then Yuna's going to go ahead and deliver the final blow. And when I say Yuna's going to deliver the final blow, that means Velafor is actually going to deliver the final blow. So we are going to do one of our overdrives, actually our first overdrive, I should say, with a Aeon. So let's go ahead and get Velafor out here. I forgot I need to adjust down the summoning timer so it doesn't show the complete summon animation every time. It'll show the first one, which is plenty. There's no reason to have to see this over and over and over again. Perfect. Go ahead and smack it in the face. Whap. Good job. Alright, and then we're just going to go ahead and do a quick overdrive here and just use Energy Blast on the fin. And what this is going to do is ensure that we overkill the fin, because the fin gives you the most experience. See? So with one overdrive, it took out 3/4 of its health. That's one overdrive from an Aeon. So that is why I say you should always keep an Aeon overdrive in your back pocket. Watch a little bit more of the story here. There's some more of Sin. It's actually his tail. Alright, so now we're underwater, and we're being attacked by giant swimming things. Those are the, those Sin scales that were attacking before. Check out this attack. Bing, bing, bing! That'd be kind of a cool move that Waka could do if he threw it and hit all 3 people at one time. By the way, spoiler, he doesn't get an attack like that. It'd be cool if that was an overdrive or something, though. A little delayed there, Titus, but at least he's good. But when I said Final Fantasy X was brutal, I wasn't kidding. We had a lot of bosses before, but now we just fought one boss, and guess what? Dolphins. No, I'm kidding. Time to fight another boss already. So this is a Sin Spawn. I believe it's Sin Spawn Eculus is what it is. But it's more or less a giant squid. This thing will also do Drain Touch and Demi as well. But you just kill it quickly. So yeah, ignore the Sin Scales. Yeah, Eculus. So yeah, you just want to go ahead and just hit this thing. You could do Cheer 5 times again, and it's going to make it so you can do more damage over and over and over again. It's not really needed. Okay, let's talk another thing I just did. Why did I do Darkness Attack right there? I did Dark Attack because that Drain Touch actually drains your health and heals the monster. So if you do it this way, it can't touch you for 3 turns. Titus is going to get his ass kicked here for a little bit. See? Whoop, can't touch you. We're just going to go ahead and keep attacking it. This thing doesn't have a lot of health. I don't have a sensor on either of my weapons right now. That's why you can't tell how much health it has. But this attack is unblockable and unavoidable. And we'll just kind of keep focus firing on him here. I'll let Titus get hit one more time before I heal him. This might end up in him getting killed. Ooh. Oh, come on. Don't all focus, Titus. Come on now. And, of course, Dark Attack wore off as well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make Titus use a potion here just so he doesn't die. Alright. I should have used Dark Attack. Crap. That's alright. He'll use Drain Touch one more time. He'll gain 54 health back. Oop. He'll 58 that time. I should have used Dark Attack again. Whatever. I keep failing. It's fine. It's fine. He doesn't have a ton of health. I think he has another 2,000 is what this boss has. Is 3,000, something like that. Just like the Finn. But the tricky thing is that you only get Waka and Titus. I can't swap out for anybody else. I'm going to use Dark Attack just to be safe here again. Use up the rest of Waka's MP. And I'm going to have Titus use a potion. Waka's still got 200 health, so he'll be alright. More Sin Scales. Now the Sin Scales here, you could technically grind them out as well if you want to just keep using potions and stuff like that. This would be another great area to be able to gain up some experience for your overdrives. If you wanted to do an overdrive run, this would be a great spot to do that. I'm going to go ahead and use another potion here because I do not want anybody to die by blender. I don't want to get a game over. I'm going to do my best not to get a single game over in this playthrough. Boom, we win. Game overs are the worst. But we have even more video here, more in-game video for you, so we'll just let you guys watch that as well. This next cutscene that's coming up here is hauntingly beautiful, as a great friend of mine once put it. Hauntingly beautiful. Now, look at how many sphere levels I got with literally that tiny amount of grinding. If I would have sat there and done that for another 15-20 minutes, I probably could have gotten 10 sphere levels for each person. But 3 is still pretty good. Kamari only got 1. That's because Kamari is technically starts as a higher level than the others with higher strength and stuff like that. But let's go on. You can see we got a couple power spheres, a couple ability spheres there, and a harpoon and a blue amulet. So some stuff, or armlets, so some stuff for Kamari. So for those of you who didn't notice, Kamari did get added to the roster, and Kamari now will battle with us as well. So let's go.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Okay, here we are in... Well, now we're in Kilika Port. So, welcome to Kilika, everyone. It was just destroyed by Sin. And like I said, hauntingly beautiful. It's really cool. The graphics were good. I mean, especially for a PlayStation 2, that was pretty amazing.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, Sin just came through and wrecked house. He just threw the shop right into the water. I mean, just by a little bit of power, he
We'll
destroyed
go see what we can do to help in town.
so much. Destroyed so much. With just some waves from his back. Now, you guys got to see a little bit more of Sin. You got to see his back. He looks pretty neat. Alright, let's save here. 2.5 hours in. Not bad time, actually, for how much I normally do for this stuff. So, first thing you can do is talk to this guy. Poor guy. Pub's closed. I'd be sad, too. Letty's telling you not to go that way because they're working on, well, repairs. So, what you see right here is literally what is left of Kilika. Kilika was just absolutely decimated. There is no more Kilika, as you can see. Literally, it's like 2 buildings is what was left. Now, this is another hauntingly beautiful FMV for you guys to enjoy.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this? It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
So yeah, like I said, hauntingly beautiful again. Really sad, but all around something that needs to be done, because that is their version of like funerals and stuff like that. And a little sad news for most that watch this that may not know this from just playing the game themselves even. That lady that they showed twice that was crying and that kind of buckled over crying, that's actually the lady that had the 3 kids with her, the one that she was feeding on her lap and the 2 kids that were playing in front of her. Those were her kids, so that's why she was crying like that. So just in case you were wondering, little haunting news for you guys, little sad information for you here during this playthrough. But the game does get a little bit more cheery from here on out for a while, so let's go get it. All right.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Captain Walker, he's waiting for you. You gotta go back this way. Here's the pub. You can go inside the pub if you want. I opened the store, but we can't serve anything because we don't have anything. I don't care if there isn't any food. I just want to stay here. It's alright. I understand if something just came through and did that. I get it.
Ah, there you are. Be St. Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Halloran used to live in the Kilika Temple here. Yep, Lord O'Halloran was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
Okay, so let's go pray for victory, shall we? There is one other thing that I gotta do though before I go over and go run off into the jungle. We gotta run right over here. Show off a little bit of Titus's agility. Now, nothing happens if you run past. She stays there until you come back, but because you will be coming back this way. But better off just to be safe than sorry. Another little thing, though, is if you run back this way now that you saved her, and go back in the pub, you get a chest. Get yourself another ether. So yeah, she gives you a treasure box for saving her sister. So, good on you, Hero Titus. Alright, let's get on our way into the jungle, shall we? there is another boss that must be fought. I know, right? Another one already. Heck yeah, let's do it. All right, let's get our save on. Let's go talk to Lulu and Yuna here for some more good game awkwardness.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that... Well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
All right, Kamari, you the man. Tell everybody where to go. All right, so yeah, some more awkwardness for you guys there. Yuna now wants Titus around. There's a purpose to this. It's because
Kamari, why don't you
Titus
use
was...
transit on it?
sorry. Titus is to Yuna like Jekt is to Braska. That's why Yuna believes
But
that...
when Ronso uses it, that Ronso can
I'll let these guys
sometimes
talk.
learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey,
So in other words, what it's trying to tell you, it's another tutorial, it's trying to tell you that Kamari can steal people's abilities, is what it's trying to tell you. There's not really a reason for you to actually do it. Personally, in my opinion, Kamari is a great person to play as if you want to focus on having Kamari in the team, but it's another character that's very easy for it to fall to the side. But like I was saying, Yuna's trying to say that she wants Titus around just because Jekt was her father's guardian, and she believes it's the blessing of their deity named Yevon. So that's why she wants him around. Something's written here. VQ. All right. What we are going to do is now we are going to run up and talk to this big old thing.
Company, halt!
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
Yeah, sure, that sounds great. I'm gonna go kick its butt. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to start off with a little bit of damage. This thing's got over double the health of the Finn that we just fought. And it's got some pretty dangerous attacks as well, like Poison Claw. That really suck. There is a way around this, by the way. If you're wondering, there is a way around it, and I will show you guys in just a moment. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of action done on this thing by all of our other players. We're going to get a little bit of damage done here. We're going to let another character take a little bit of poison damage. Ouchie, ouchie. Going to get another attack in here. We're going to get another attack in here. Good job, all of you. Titus, we're going to swap you out for Yuna here really quick. And we're just going to have Yuna guard. And we're going to do a little bit more damage. Literally what we're trying to do is we're just trying to grind down its health a little bit, the best that we can, before we pop out our good old friend Valifor. Because Valifor is going to be the one that's pretty much going to save the day here. Because even if Valifor gets hit, Valifor is immune to poison. So... that is a big bonus on his part. So another thing I didn't talk about before was another valuable part about having Lulu out. Lulu is slow in consideration to the other players in the game. Her agility is only beaten by one other person that comes in the game on the worst, but for where she lacks agility, she is gained in evasion. So she's really, really good at evading attacks. So that's why it tried to hit her there, but she just backed away from it. I'm going to go ahead and cast Cure again on nobody, but I'm going to do it anyway for her overdrive, because you can get another overdrive way, more or less. Overdrive version, I should say, by healing. So there's different ways to charge your overdrive bar, whether it's attacking, killing an enemy, healing, taking damage, like what we all have right now, which is Stoic. But more on that later on in the game. There'll be another tutorial later on in the game. We're going to go ahead and block one more time, do some black magic. Let's do fire on it. That's going to bring it down to around 3,000 health, and then I am going to go ahead and summon Balfour now. Balfour should be able to beat it from here on out. Its attacks are still pretty strong, but it should be able to beat it because it won't get poisoned. Yeah, I forgot to change the summoning timer again. I'll probably forget to do it until the fight's over. Alright, like I said, always casting black magic with Balfour. Its magic is the highest. Lord Ochu fell asleep. This is not good. Until you do a certain amount of damage to it, it just starts gaining a crap load of health back. You just saw it just gained 700 health back. So I think you need to do 500 damage to it in order for it to wake up. So yeah, just like that, it almost has full health back already. Still sleeping. This is gonna be not good. For every turn that goes by that's not its too, it also gains health back. Alright, there we go. It's now awake again. So it still has 2,500 health, so even though I've done 2 attacks already with Balfour, I'm now 500 up in damage I need to take out. Of course, that attack missed because Balfour's not on the ground. Do some more fire damage here. Looks like we have an overdrive built up. I'm gonna go ahead and just use our overdrive right now. We're gonna use energy. Let's use energy ray this time just to show you guys that one. It won't kill it, but it'll do enough damage to put us close. So yeah, energy blast is definitely better. Yeah, we just went ahead and lost Balfour there. Welcome sacrifice though, because it's worth it in the end that none of our characters died. Only the Aeon, which we can go back easily and get by going back to a save point. So it's only got 690 health left. Nice, 69. Let's just go ahead and get some fire damage on this guy with everybody that we can. And I'm even going to whip out old Kamari here. And we'll have him do... Seed Cannon. It's got a higher damage potential. This will cause damage to Kamari. He did kill it, which is nice. And took damage from poison. But just like that, bada bing, bada boom, Ochu is dead. Oh, no wonder we were suffering.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
Okay, so just like that, bada bing, bada boom. But what I did forget to do is my sphere levels, which is one of the reasons why we were taking so much damage. So what I can do is I am going to take Kamari up. Because what that's going to do is grant us the ability to use a couple power spheres for Kamari. Give him some more health. Give him some more strength. Go over to Waka. Let's get a couple levels in for Waka here. Waka's also going to get a little bit of mana. Going to get a little bit of magic, even though Waka only has the dark attack, which doesn't need any more magic points, but whatever. And then we're going to get him over there. Lulu, you are going to come on down here. And you are already going to up your evasion even more. Already dodging Ochu's attacks, but whatever. And use that, get a couple magic defense and more magic points. Magic points for Lulu is great because that's how she's going to do damage. Alright, let's get up over here. Get the ability to flee. Very valuable skill there. Alright, a little bit of speed, a little bit of evasion for Titus, or actually accuracy, sorry. And that's it for now. Let's move Yuna right here. I only have 5 ability spheres. I'm gonna go ahead and use them on Yuna so that way we can at least get her out of this area. And I'm gonna leave it for there because where I want to get is I want to get right here with Waka. This is a super important ability, but I'm gonna need to get this ability first before I can get it. And this is called Extract ability. What this is gonna do is make it so whatever fiends I fight, whatever monsters I fight more or less, are going to drop ability spheres. And that's what we want, is we want them to drop more ability spheres. All right, let's get her some health. Try not to die in between there and there. Perfect. Sweet. All right. Well, look at that. And we're ambushed already. All right, so the giant flying bug. Welcome back to Grounded, everybody. I hope you guys are ready for another awesome Grounded video. I'm kidding. We're not playing Grounded. The bugs are Waka's enemy. Lulu can also take care of them with a little bit of, well, 1 health. You missed out by 1 health. You suck. Like I was saying, Lulu can take care of them with a spell, though. She can take them out with ice damage. If you guys can't tell, I know a lot about this game.
Take that.
We need to get Waka some strength, something fierce. I don't really need to do that. That was just to heal my party again. All right, so there are chests all over in here. There is a couple of them that are really, really helpful. Those mana spheres are good because that's going to give it people like Yuna and Waka and Lulu and stuff, those that need to use magic points all the time or mana points. It's going to give them an ability to be able to do that. To use them more often, because right now each of those attacks takes some mana points. So I believe those are 40 apiece, is what those are. All right, let's go ahead and use some fire on this thing. This is the most annoying enemy. I will be fleeing from these for now on because they don't really do a lot of, they don't give you a lot of experience points, and they can hit like a truck if you're not careful. So we'll probably be fleeing from those going on. Oh yeah, nice dance there, buddy. All right, let's see if we can get some more points here for people. Waka, can we get some strength with you, Nat? Nope, not yet. 2 more levels. Actually, 1 more level really is what we need. Let's go ahead and get the silence attack, and then 1 more level, and we'll be able to give him 2? Yeah, 2 strength points. Move Lulu up here. Have her use this last speed sphere. We'll get some more spheres as we go. We'll have to do some grinding to get enough spears. But more on that a little bit later. I'm going to run around the woods here because there are some chests in here that are very valuable, like I said. At least for now. Ooh, preemptive strike. Nice. So what the difference between an ambush and a preemptive strike, when you get a preemptive strike, you get more moves or attacks before the enemies do. Because this is turn-based combat at the end of the day. So let's just swap out Titus here because we want him to be getting the most experience.
Here. Sorry. Leave that one to Lou.
We want him to get as much experience as we can because at the end of the day, Waka and Titus are 2 of the end game characters that I'll be using more than anybody else. Why Titus? Because his agility is crazy high and he's in a great point to be able to do a ton of damage. Waka gets an attack later on in the game that'll probably be grinding out at some point. To be honest, when I go to grind out for that attack, I'll probably be doing it on a live stream. Just because I have to play a lot of a game called Blitzball, which you guys heard earlier. We are not doing
I won't go so easy on you next time.
And yeah, it'll just take some time to get that attack. But Waka ends up having the strongest attack in the game. And then Riku will come back into play later on as well. Alright, that's a luck sphere. Luck is something really special in the game. I'll talk about it more a little bit later on. But for now, just know that luck is super important in the game. And that we are going to need a lot of it. Who's at that level? Oh, Titus. Okay. All right, let's keep on going. Those are really the important chests that I wanted to get from in here. That Lux Sphere and those Mana Spears.
I'm fine.
I guess we'll kill this one really quick.
See ya.
There we go. I gotta be careful that I'm not skipping too many fiend fights and that I'm not running too quick, because otherwise the game will get crazy hard all of a sudden. I do need to keep making sure that I'm leveling and stuff like that to make sure that we don't get too underpowered, because otherwise some of the bosses that are going to come up in the future will get so incredibly hard that I won't be able to actually do anything against them. I'll just end up dying all the time. So okay, let's just go ahead and use Yuna to heal up the party. Perfect. Onwards to victory. Here we go. Right back into another battle. No. So those lizards are Titus's enemy. The bugs are obviously Wakka's enemy. The elementals that you see are Wakka's enemy, or Lulu's enemy. So that doesn't leave really anybody for Kamari or Yuna to fight. But that's okay, because you use them as you go. By the way, guys, guess what? It's boss time again.
These stone steps have a history, you know. Yep, Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey!
Ah, huh? Hey!
Ah, kids.
Kids.
See? I told you. And Kamari just shakes his head again. So like I said, guess what? It's boss time already again, because apparently that wasn't enough bosses yet in the game, so we need even more. So let's go fight another one.
Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
Okay, more on Sin Spawn in a moment. This boss is a little tricky. You have to fight the hands, these little tentacle things. This is Genu? I don't really know how to pronounce it, but you gotta fight these tentacle things. Without these tentacle things being killed, one, they do this attack, which sucks. They can actually do one that's even worse that attacks the whole party, but two, they do this. They absorb any magic that Lulu tries to cast. So it makes it so Lulu's...
Its tentacles absorb any spells cast at its body.
That's exactly what I just explained, Lulu. Thanks. They make it so it's more or less impossible for you to be able to use Lulu right now. So I'm going to keep them out. Get them out of here. Oh, God, this part sucks. Oh, good. Nobody got poisoned. You got to be careful with that attack. That attack can actually poison you. I'm going to grab Kamari out here so we can take care of this tentacle that much faster. One of the nice things about Kamari, too, is Kamari can actually has piercing on his weapons, so he can actually do some damage to this thing, unlike Wakka and Titus. They don't have piercing on their weapons, so they do nothing against an armored enemy like that one. Kill it. Nice. Attack that again. Pull out Lulu here. I'm going to pocket that overdrive for a minute. I'm going to do some damage on this thing with you, with Lulu. Should open up now. Good morning, baby seed. This is what the Sin Spawn actually looks like, at least this one. All the Sin Spawn look a little bit different, by the way. Let's, you know what? Actually, let's pull Yuna out here. And get her to cure Lulu. Give her a little bit of health. Give her more health than she actually has. Go ahead and get your attack on. I didn't see that you were poisoned. Use black magic to do a little bit more damage. We're going to put in Sunya, which actually, Sunya is actually cures all status ailments, so we are going to put that on Kamari. So that way he's no longer poisoned. Okay, I'm going to pull Titus back out here. Hopefully Titus doesn't die. We're going to do Spiral Cut on this. I normally get that in 2 or 3 tries every time. Sooner or later I can get it in 1, but... Now, let's... I guess... that could kill Titus if we're not careful. Yeah, let's just call out Valfor again. I forgot. See, I told you, I was totally going to forget to lower the summoning timer. So what I mean by that is that this video plays every time Yuna summons an Aeon, which is not bad. But I'm going to be summoning a lot throughout the playthrough. And these videos will sooner or later get a little old, so I can actually shorten them up. So they'll just be, it'll just show that little blinking thing and then Yuna slapping the bird every time. By the way, Valifor is one of 6 female Aeons. Alright, black magic, fire on this guy. This attack right here, this is what you want to avoid. That attack attacks everybody and can also poison the team if you are not careful. So that is a great thing that I summoned out Valifor for that. Because Valifor can take a hit. And it's also immune to poison. Good try, but that didn't work. Bada bing, bada boom, there it goes. There's another boss in the bag. Ooh. Hasta la vista, Senior Sin Spawn. So in this playthrough alone... Oop, hold on.
Yeesh. Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what are these Sin Spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
A little bit more leveling right there. Awesome. But yeah, all right, let's take care of this right now before I forget. Aeon's short. So I don't need that on either. We're going to do that as short because that is going to help out a little bit later on. And we'll make it so we don't have to watch those Aeon videos for as long. But yeah, now we know what a Sin Spawn is. And I have no idea what I was just talking about, but that's okay, because it probably wasn't that important. Save again. Alrighty. Let's just make our way up to the top of the hill over here. Throw these sphere levels on, too. Move Yuna up here. She's got to stay there for right now. Move Titus over here. He can use this Mana Sphere and this Power Sphere. Nice. Kamari, you're going to come up here. That's going to give you a little bit more Speed. Why didn't I get that mana sphere while I was there? Oh well. Lulu. Magic defense, please. And Waka. We need Waka to level a few more times before Yuna can move at all. Because we need Waka to level once, twice, 3 times. Just so we can get this extractability sphere. Alright, cool. Needle. Let's get on going. I remember what I was saying about the number of bosses that we were fighting.
So, they got fiends in Xanarkand too?
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkand anyway?
I've been thinking. Maybe people Sin gets to don't die. Maybe Sin carries them through time. Like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth. Sin didn't take Chappu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh, and one more thing. No matter how much you want it, no one can take Chappu's place. No one can replace Sir Jecht, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
A little rough.
I could never be what Chappu was. Well, stuff happens. Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chappu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
Okay, so, guys, this is where I'm going to leave this video. There's even more that's going to happen, but this is a great place for me to stop. But before we do, I wanted just to call it the number of bosses that we actually fought in this video. So, 1, we started off the video with fighting the giant Sin tentacle fin, so that's 1. Then we fought Sin Spawn Iculus, which was underwater, so that's 2. 3, then we fought the Lord Ochu, so that's another boss. And then 4, we fought that next Sin Spawn. So in one video, we fought 4 bosses again. Are you guys starting to see a little bit of a pattern here? So this is where we're going to leave the video, guys. So thank you all so much for watching these videos. I hope you guys like them. If you guys do, make sure you guys hit the like button for me to let me know you guys want to see more. I hope you guys are enjoying this because I'm really having a good time. So, if you guys are, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment down below. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.